Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host, for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our TGIF edition of Morning Coffee and Crochet. Happy Friday. And I really like that little saying. Thank goodness it's fiber. Fiber. Oh, yeah, fiber. So it's Friday, but we love our fiber. Oh, yeah. Let's see who's here. Salty Kitty, hello. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. It's always good when Friday comes along and then here comes the weekend. Doesn't it feel like we just did this not too long ago? Aloha kakahiaka, Naomi. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Welcome. Come on in. Komomai. And so yeah, doesn't it feel like the week just went really fast? But I did get some crochet done this weekend, not as much or this week, not as much as I could have wished. Oh, kind of a weird week. I did a lot of resting, a lot of trying to figure some health things out. And so, you know how that goes. Anyway, I am so glad that you're here. I wanted to show you my progress on two different projects that I started with you in the last week or so. So I'm going to show you those. I have those here. I was wishing that I had them on Wednesday but they were both in the living room. And, I could have ran in the living room and got them and whatever. But here I am today. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. I don't mean to yawn. It's rude. But first of all, I want to know what is in your cup. I have hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. Hey, Cree, how are you? You're melting, girl. Cree says, we melting, girl. Oh, my goodness. You're like, what are you, like 6 inches from the sun or something? It's so hot there. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry you're melting. Listen, get in that pool. Drink the lemonade, right? Drink the lemonade, get in that pool, eat some watermelon, do the hydration thing, and just do your best. Oh, my Lanta. I don't know. Yeah. It's not as hot here. Ooh, excuse me. Yesterday, when we were in the car, we actually had our windows down. There was a nice cool breeze, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Yes. Cree says, so I go swimming again in the water, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's just the temperature. That's probably not the real feel. Oh, my Lanta. My sweet sissy is here. Tanya, hello. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. How is your week going? I hope it's going well. Yeah. I hope it's going well. So, yeah. It is good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. I am so glad you're here. Oh my goodness. So, I'm nosy. I want to know what's in your cup. So I have the hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. And I don't know. I think I needed to turbocharge this coffee. Yeah. So yesterday morning we got up early because our pup over here, that she's laying on the floor. I'm not going to say her name because then she'll start giving me puppy eyes. She was out of her medicine, so we had to go to the vet yesterday morning fairly early. And, this dog won't take her medicine for nothing. I don't know what we're going to do with her. Anyway, we had to get out, and it was early in the morning. We had our windows down. It was so nice. the temperature gauge in the car said it was 71. And then of course with the windows open and the wind blowing, it was just so pleasant. What a beautiful morning it was. We had to go to Walgreens to pick up some medicine for my husband. Another one of his medicines wasn't available. I just checked to see what it was that's available today. Something else just got filled, so he gets to go back again tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah. So we had a ride in the car yesterday morning. It was very pleasant. But I think every day this week we have been riding in the car. And I'm not sure if it was every day, but it sure feels like it was every day. And I'm ready to not go for a ride in the car. Now today again, there is another medicine that my husband needs, so he's going to have to go get it because he was out. This is a medicine that they only fill every, I think, 30 days. They only fill like 30 days worth of it. And so, and then they only fill it like on a specific day. Like they have, it's just crazy. Anyway, so you know how that goes. Crazy. So every day this week, I think maybe Wednesday we didn't go out. I don't know. You know what? Wednesday he did go out because he had to pick up his mower. His mower had broke. Got it fixed. His brand new mower. Got it fixed. And so he went and picked it up on Wednesday. And he spent all day, just trying to get things taken care of. But anyway, I am rambling. Let's see what say you over here. Let's see. Oh, everybody's saying aloha to everybody else. Ooh, you just got some McDonald's coffee. I love McDonald's coffee. McDonald's coffee is the best. I like their hot coffee, and I also like their iced coffee. Their iced coffee is really good. Hey, look at you, Nisi. She says, hello, Barbara. I'm listening while I pull a couple hours working from home this morning. Good for you. Good for you, Nisi. I'm so glad that you're here. Listen, worka. And Nisi is saying hello to everybody else. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, hang in there because I do have some projects that I want to show you. But first, I have to let my little stinker pup out. She's scratching at my door. I'll let you look at that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. Go on, girl. Crazy girl. All right. Okay. Hello. I am back. I didn't really go very far, just to the door. Yeah, just to the door. So, let's see. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, I've had 3 days of the big time vitamin D in my system. I also had a B12 shot on Monday. So, like on a scale of like 1 to 10, which I was feeling 0 well on Monday. I was feeling horrible on Monday. I'm feeling probably about on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm fine, everything's fine, I can, whatever. I'm probably at about a 1.5 to 2 right now. So that's, hey, I will take every little bit of betterment that I can, even if it's just, one little inch at a time. I will take it. So anyway, How are you today? I hope that you're doing well. Just know that, this is a safe place. And if you are having a great day, let me know. If you're having a bad day, let me know. I want to know. So let's see who is here. Okay. Oh, everybody's saying hello to all in the chat. Yeah, here we go. So I have some things that I want to show you. Let me show you the first one. Okay. So brilliant as always, Crystal from Bag a Day. Okay. I just want to shout her out because she's pretty awesome. She has always been awesome. She's never not been awesome. And so if you were watching me that first time that I tried to do the Bavarian stitch crochet, I failed miserably. I came up with, it was like, Tanya jokes that when she makes a blanket and she goes off course, she makes a 5-sided blanket. Well, this one was like an 8-eyed, 10-tongued monster. But this is the Bavarian stitch crochet. First of all, isn't this yarn beautiful? And yes, the answer is yes. So I'm going to put it right here just so that you can kind of get a feel for it. Do you see the design in there, the little squares in there? And those squares are made by doing a back post treble crochet, and which I think is so brilliant, because doing the back post, it brings these stitches to the front, which makes the square look. And then this is just a variegated yarn. Let me show you. And I don't think they make this yarn anymore. I looked for it on the Mary Maxim website, but it's pretty brilliant. Mary Maxim Twisted, 100% premium acrylic. It is a 5-weight yarn. The colorway is Sassy. This yarn was made in Turkey. Now, I do have one pet peeve with this yarn. It's called Twisted. Well, it's twisted all right. And so when I'm crocheting with it, it likes to twist. So it's like, it's not a lie. The twisted yarn is twisted. And yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Twisted yarn. Now it does untwist. I did have one time, but then it twists right back. See? Untwist and twist right back. But the colorway is just gorgeous. And it's a 5-weight yarn, so it's a little bit thicker. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook. It's a K hook for those of us in the United States. And this is my Clover Amour hook. I love it. Listen, if you ever crochet with a Clover Amour hook and it's the plastic hook and you're using it on, a thicker yarn, and you feel like all of a sudden you feel a drag, get a little wet wipe or something like that and wipe off the shaft of your hook, because sometimes some of the yarns have a little bit of dye residue, and it may color it, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just make it a little sticky, so then it makes it draggy. So just a little tip, because this yarn is not doing it, but I did have, when I was making the Red Heart blanket, the Granny Square blanket, it did one color, and I don't remember which one it was, but one color kind of grabbed on and it was like dragging. And I did that. I cleaned off the shaft of the hook, and then I was like, whip. It was super fast again. So just a little tip, if you ever get into that position. And also even with the metal hooks, if that ever happens, just give them a wash. You can use a wet wipe or just actually stick them in, soapy water. Now this one, I didn't want to stick in soapy water because it does have this extra handle. It's not, it's not a one and done hook. It does have this extra on it. So I didn't want any water to get in there. So I just used a wet wipe. But if I was using just a straight metal hook, I would definitely give them a little wash every now and then. It can't hurt, right? It might not help, but it can't hurt. So just a little tip from me. But anyway, so I'm using this K hook, 6.5 millimeter on this. And this is Bag a Day, Crystal from Bag a Day. And it is her rectangle Bavarian stitch. And I really, really like it. I'm still at the stage where I have to follow her instructions for how to do it. I don't know. I'm not, like, I still have the training wheels on, okay? I'm still holding her hand. I'm like, don't leave me. But pretty soon I am confident that I'll be able to do this stitch without training wheels. And then I'll be able to complete this blanket. I really, really like this blanket, like a lot. I think it's beautiful. I love the way it looks like a lattice. Like, I mean, it can be squares or a lattice. I just really, really like it. So, yeah, this is, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to give it away. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so this one, it's a keeper. This is, this is my year of something new. And yeah. And so this is my July and August, and I'm a little late to the party because I waited until August to actually start that Bavarian stitch. July was, and and I kept putting it off. I was just, it was like my mind just wouldn't focus. And even now, I still have a little bit of a hard time focusing, but I'm following Crystal from Bag a Day. I'm following her pattern. It's, if you want to see her pattern, just go on YouTube and then put in Bag a Day rectangle Bavarian and it'll pop up. It'll pop up. So just a very, very good pattern. Thank you. Thank you, Naomi. Naomi says, Barbara, that is gorgeous. Catherine, good morning. She says, that is beautiful. I was making a video when you came on, but I'm here now. Yay. I'm glad you were making a video. I'm loving your videos. And let's see. Yay. Yarnworks by Diana. Yay. Lydia. Okay. Yarnworks by Lydia. Yay, good morning. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Yay. And oh, okay. Naomi, you saw it. Izzy? I didn't see Izzy. Where are you, Izzy? Hello, good morning. I'm so sorry. I missed you. Or is Izzy Salty Kitty? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Crochet Queen. Izzy, hi. Salty Kitty is Salty Kitty. Crochet Queen is Izzy. Hello. I did miss you. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day. And I want to show you the other project that I've been working on. And this one, I do have a deadline on it. It's September, mid-September. So I have a month, but I don't want to take a month to finish it. And I am working on it. It's easy. It's just one row repeat once you get it started. It's really easy. You go into the single crochet from the row below, put a single crochet and a double crochet in that same stitch, skip the double crochet stitch, go into a single crochet stitch, do a single crochet and a double crochet, and there you have it. It's called the Suzette stitch, and here we go. So this is my progress on the Suzette stitch. Oh lordy, my yarn is going everywhere. So this is my progress on this. This is a bed scarf or a bed runner. So this goes at the bottom of the bed, and so this is doubled over. Let me see. Let me show it to you. Folded into fourths. So this is 1/4 of it. And I just really love the stitch. I love the stitch definition. And I love this color. It is a sage. And let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya says, I love that colorway. Are you talking about the sassy on the, yeah, on the Bavarian stitch? It's gorgeous. This one is gorgeous as well. This one is Premier Puzzle yarn in a solid. Who knew that they had solids? I did not until now. And so this is a 5-weight yarn. I really like it because it is, it just has a really nice solidness to it, if that makes any sense. So for this to be a bed scarf, it's the perfect yarn because, let me show you, because the drape on it is heavy and it's solid and it is going to lay on the bed like it belongs there. Like it's not going to be just a blanket that you lay on the bed. This yarn is hefty and it is making almost like a bedspread feel in this Suzette stitch, and I am loving it. I am really loving it. If I continued this and made a bedspread out of this, it would be amazing. Amazing. Especially if you had a household that didn't have animals, that didn't have pets, because then they wouldn't be wanting to, like, their nails wouldn't be getting caught in it, or for cats they wouldn't be making biscuits on it and maybe pull up the yarn. But you know, if I wanted to make a bedspread, I would definitely use this Premier Puzzle yarn. And the I'm also using the same hook, the 6.5 millimeter K hook on this one, and use the Suzette stitch because it's the perfect definition. And as you can see, it has, you know, it has some definition to it, and it has a design to it. And so it's not just, you know, a solid color that kind of just blends. It is really, really pretty. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you. It would. It would make a great blanket. I agree. This is, it just feels, it feels solid. Like it is going to give you warmth. It has a heaviness to it that makes it, see how it just drapes down like that? See that? It's not, I mean, it is definitely drapey. I have always loved Premier Puzzle yarn for years. I think I discovered it in 2018, I think. Yeah, it was like 2018. And I found it at Walmart at the time. At the time in 2018, I didn't have any local yarn shops where I was living in Florida. And the closest yarn store, and at the time, I didn't know how lucky I was because at the time, Michael's, Joann, and Hobby Lobby were all three in Ocala in the same area. And it was about 35, 40 miles away. It was a drive. Yes, it was a drive. But they were all three right there together. That because now now where I'm living in Tennessee, the county that I'm in, we don't have a Hobby Lobby, we don't have a Michael's, we don't, obviously we don't have a Joann. There's no local yarn shop anymore. We used to have a local yarn shop. She had an alpaca farm. She's since moved to South Carolina. And so, you know, oh no, you deleted your video? Catherine, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, Hello, Connie. Hi, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Oh, okay. Catherine is going to be back. She has to go get her knitting needles for her hats she's going to make today. Crochet pickles and knitting hats today. Nice, nice. Oh, so I think I found the Christmas ornament that I'm going to make this year. I think I found it. I want to show it to you. Will you indulge me and let me show it to you? So this I am feeling good about. Let me get the measurements on this really quick. Because remember I was going to do 18 to 24. Oh. Well. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Yay. Okay. Have my, these are not, they're like $1 at Walmart. So get some, right? Hold on to them. Like the little scissors, the little kitty scissors that are only like $1.50 when school starts. I had to check that and see if they have them. Now, over the years, when I first started buying them, you could find them for $2 for $1. Yeah, and they were Fiskars. But post-COVID, prices are up, blah, 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 blah. So, Connie says, we don't have a local yarn store. No, yarn stores closest is 45 minutes to an hour away. Now, Hobby Lobby did open in Opelousas, which is about 25 minutes away. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so I am going to measure this. All right, let's see. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. That. So we're 8 inches in. Okay. Almost exactly. I mean, I'm seeing it exactly 8 inches. I'm sure maybe it might be a little tiny bit off, but it's right there at the 8. So, oh yeah, the stork scissors are great. They really are. They're a little bit, oh, I was close to pronouncing it right. Good. Okay, so 8 inches. And we're talking about 18 to 24 inches. So I'm almost halfway to the smaller end of, now I think I'm going to go 24 because this is a king size bed and I don't want it to look like an actual scarf. I want it to look like it belongs on this king size bed. So yeah. Yipper. Okay. So yeah, I'm a big advocate for having plenty of scissors, plenty of measuring tapes, plenty of anything that you might need. So here we go. All right, so those are the 2 projects that I have been working on. I'm really, really happy with them. Yes, the stork scissors do feel sharper. And even the little metal ones that don't have the stork on them, they are really sharp too. Got to be careful that you don't stab yourself with those. So those are good. If you're like me and you're constantly losing scissors, I did do one time. So I had several bags that had different projects in them, right? And I would take my bags with me wherever I went. Well, I was always losing my scissors. So what I did was I tied a piece of yarn to the end of one of the loops on my scissors, okay? And then I tied it to the handle of the bag. And I made it long enough so it could, lay in the bag. And then I could also pull it out and use the scissors. And if it stayed out, out of the bag, or if I set it down on the table, it still was attached to the bag. So that project always had a pair of scissors because they were attached. That was the best decision one of the best decisions I ever made regarding crochet. because the project that I was working on, it was leggy dolls. And so they were like the long-legged little dolls. They were all in one. Like there were no sew. The best, the best. I mean, seriously, why doesn't anybody else make no sew dolls? I don't know. But yeah, so they were no sew dolls. But you know, when I was making the outfits and everything, you know, you need to have scissors, and you know, you need to be able to work things around, right? And even though they were no sew, you still had to, you know, cut the yarn, and like where the arms started, you actually just started crocheting into the side of the body and built the arm out. So, you know, you went from the base to the end. So even though it was no sew, you still had to start with a fresh piece of yarn. So you had to have scissors with you at all times. And I was making these. I think I made 12 to 15 leggy dolls, like boom, 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 right in a row. I was on a tear, right? It's like, oh, do you ever do that? Do you ever like focus on something, or you get something in your head and you just have to make like 50 of them, and then all of a sudden you have that Forrest Gump moment where you're running, running, running all over the United States for like, I don't know, 72 years, and then all of a sudden you're like, I think I'm done. I'm done running. I'm going to go home now. And that's what I do with projects. That's what I do with projects. So that's what I did with my leggy dolls. Like I got on a tear. Do I want to make another leggy doll? Not really. I remember how easy they were, and I don't mind the thought of making another leggy doll. But those leggy dolls, I was so creative with them. I made a deer, I made a kitty, I made a frog, I made I don't even remember, a bunny rabbit. I made all kinds of leggy dolls. And then I made outfits for them. Um, you know, my frog leggy doll, I made overalls. I put little patches on them, little patch pockets on them. And so anyway, it was very fun, very creative outlet. Just the best time. But that's what I did. I like got the idea and I did it. That's what I do with dishcloths. I will get on a run with dishcloths, and I'm like, I'm getting to 50, make 50 dishcloths, and I'm like, oh, I'll go to 100. Usually I stop at like 70 to 80 dishcloths. Usually I stop in that area, and then all of a sudden, like, my body says, you're done. You did all the dishcloths that are in you. Seriously, right? So anyway, I am not obsessing over anything like that right at the moment. I'm just working new projects, which is my 2026 year of something new, which I'm really, really pleased with, um, because it has really helped me get out of my comfort zone. Just like that with this Bavarian stitch crochet. Seriously, if I had not had that on my list and I tried that written pattern, and I don't remember who did the written pattern or what it was. If I had tried that written pattern, you know, I was really frustrated with it and I did not get a good result. If I didn't have that on my list of 2026 year of something new, and I was in the second month and well into the second month, I wouldn't have tried again with another designer. But I'm glad I did, because Crystal is brilliant. She's brilliant. She's a great teacher. And yeah, and I really appreciate her design. So this is my 2026 year of something new. This is the July and August Bavarian stitch crochet. And this is going to be a rectangle blanket. So I'm really excited about that. Going to keep working on that. Let's see what my comments are. Let's see. Oh no, you need to get better scissors. Um, oh, you're getting rain. Good, Nisi. Good, Nisi. Um, Oh, yes, I hope it helps with the smoke too. Are you getting smoke all the way from Washington? Wow. Wow. I hope it does help with the smoke. I hope it just brings it right down. And yes, scissors are like really, really key. I mean, it's just the little things, right? You think, oh, a little pair of scissors. How much could that matter? It matters. It really does. You said mine keep coming apart and I have to constantly rescrew them back together. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, see? Connie too. I always lose my scissors. I used to have more scissors because of this. Now I am down to one pair. Um, yes, yes. And Lydia says, I don't have any yarn store where I'm at. I have Walmart. I hate to go there. I get my yarn from Amazon. Yeah, yeah. Now, one thing that I found though, Amazon, sometimes, okay, so I made a blanket for my granddaughter for her first birthday. It was my youngest granddaughter. And she was born in 2020. So this was April of 2021. They had the party in a park um, near next to, so it was the local park, and they had a water splash park. And then they had a pavilion, with the tables and everything. So we had the party there in the outdoors. And hold on. So I made this blanket for her for her birthday, and I color controlled it. So it was a really, really vibrant, bright fiesta kind of colors, right? And it was a 5 weight yarn. It was really soft, but I color coordinated it. I color controlled it. It was it was either Crochet Crowd. It was either Mikey or it was the lady, and it was like study of um, it wasn't X's and O's. It was a square pattern that changed stitches almost every row. And like drastically changed. It was a gorgeous, very involved blanket. And I loved making it, but I color controlled it. And I needed some more. One of the colors in there, I I used for one of the larger outside rows, and I ran out of that color. So I had to buy 3 more cakes of this yarn in order to get enough of that color to complete that row. And so I actually ran out of the yarn at the local Michael's. I mean, I had to drive, right? At that Michael's store. That's the only store that had it, was Michael's. And so I ended up having to buy that same cake of yarn on Amazon. And it was a little more than what I paid at Michael's. And I think I had to buy 2 more at Michael's, and then I had to buy 2 more on Amazon. It was an expensive blanket. And of course, then, you didn't use all of the yarn itself because, you need to color control. So you're only using certain colors. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that was interesting. That was interesting. So I try not to order from Amazon just because of that. If I wanted to sell on Amazon, if I wanted to have a storefront, I would do just that. I would go in to a store, I would find the yarn on sale, I would buy a whole bunch of it, and I would put it out on Amazon at a marked up price, because usually when people go to Amazon to get yarn, it's because there's a colorway that they can't find in the local store, or it's been discontinued. Yeah, I know my sweet friend Naomi, she was it blackberry that you were looking for, and it was a certain specific colorway, and she just needed a little bit more, and it's no longer being manufactured. It's not in the stores anymore, and if someone was smart, they would have it and sell it on Amazon, and they could sell it for, you could sell it for $15 or more. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much it is, but if you had gotten it on sale, you could double the price of what you paid for it and get it, because somebody who has a project and they just needs one more skein of that yarn, and especially if it's going to be a project that is a big blanket. She was making a baby blanket, and that baby blanket could not be completed because she needed that one more ball of yarn, not even a whole ball, just maybe like a quarter of it. That's what happened to me, right? I just needed that certain color. So anyway, I am not that ambitious. And I hate mailing things. So there you go. I would be terrible at that job. I would be awful at that job, because that is not me. I hate mailing things. I hate mailing anything. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Happy Friday to you. Oh no. You're also getting smoke from Washington and Oregon. Oh my goodness. So sorry. Let me see. Oh, and you also have one in Idaho. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Nisi. I am so sorry. So sorry. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? We haven't even done any of our how many days until blah, blah, blah. So, I've been telling you, this is 2026, my year of something new. And I am really glad that that's my theme this year. So, July and August is the Bavarian crochet. And then September and October is going to be filet crochet. And so I'm going to try my hand at filet crochet and see if I can do it. Our brilliant, brilliant friend, Racine, Racine with Happiness. So our brilliant friend, Ray, is just magic on her filet crochet projects. And yeah, so good. So I have her to rely on to help me with my project, because I have a specific thing in mind, and I'll show it to you once I start that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Connie says she hates to mail things back too. Aloha, Naomi. Thank you for coming back. Woo woo. Okay, so how many days until Thanksgiving? Because, Thanksgiving is my favorite meal. I mean, I'm already feeling a little irritated that I cannot have Thanksgiving dinner right now because I can't find a turkey. And I refuse to pay what they want in the store for a frozen turkey breast. I paid less for what they're asking for a turkey breast. I paid less for a whole turkey 2 Thanksgivings ago. Yeah. I'm just hoping so hard. I'm hoping so hard that they do the turkeys on sale this year for Thanksgiving. I am hoping and hoping and hoping. Anyway, yeah, that was me having a hopeful moment. Oh, my Lanta. So, ooh, what? Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right. How many days until Thanksgiving? How many days until my mouth can stop watering and I can actually have Thanksgiving dinner? And that is 103. 103. Yeah. Yeah. So the other day I had a turkey sandwich at, um, well, it was at a barbecue place. Well, it was supposed to be, they've always done a smoked turkey, they always did real turkey. And this time it was lunch meat. And I wonder if they are having a hard time finding turkey also. That's sad. And I would definitely grow a turkey and butcher it for Thanksgiving. But do you know how much they want for a baby turkey? They want $18 for a baby turkey. And do you know what bird does its best to kill itself before it's even 3 months old? A turkey. Turkeys are notorious for just like doing everything in their power to drown, to, whatever. They're just terrible. They're terrible. And they're hard to raise. And so I don't want to pay $18 for a baby turkey that probably isn't even going to live until butchering time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah, I would have to have turkeys and hatch them. Um, that's what I would have to have, turkeys and hatch them, and then see what happens. If I was going to raise turkeys, because there's no way I'm paying $18 for one little turkey chick. No way. No way. No way. Okay, so rant over. Oh my goodness. The next one is how many days until Christmas? How many days until Christmas? 132. 132 days until Christmas. Are you ready? I am not ready. Wow. I am not ready. A little freaking out here. But it'll be okay because whatever I have made is what I have made. And it will be a-okay. A-okay. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Ooh, Nisi says, does anyone else like the smell of rain? And I like to sit out on the porch and crochet while snuggled under a blanket and listening to it. It's so cozy. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tanya says, I love the smell of rain. Nice. Nice. And Connie says, Nisi, I like the rain. That rain temporarily cools things off, but it is a trigger for my sinus issues. Hopefully that changes soon. And Naomi says, in the fall, yes, Nisi, in the fall, definitely. Definitely. Hey, Izzy. Oh, yeah, we don't like, oh, 59. 59. Okay, let's see. All righty. So, calculators, a quackulator. Okay. From today until, yes, 48. Is that what you came up with? Oh, oh, okay. 59. Yeah. So until October 1st, it's 48 days. Woo woo. Oh, I know. It's not the same. Get a rotisserie chicken, make dressing, throw sage everywhere. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, good. You're about to go home. Good, Izzy. I'm so glad. Um, hey, Lou. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Come on in. Oh, Tanya says, I have a number. How many days until I am headed back to Tennessee? 21 days. And so it says rocket red countdown liftoff. That's because she did a little emoji that was the red rocket and it's not showing up on my screen. So that's why it says that. Yes, for us, it's, let me show you, Catherine. Let me show you. So, let me get rid of this. Okay. So between today and October 1st, 48 days. 48. Yay. 48 days. Oh, you'll buy the turkey? Listen, I can't even find a turkey. That's the problem. That's the problem. But I think by the time you get here, it'll be fall, and I think maybe the turkeys will be coming in. Yeah. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Good morning. Happy Friday. TGIF. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Fiber. Fiber Friday. Yay. And yeah. So I am not planning on going anywhere today. I made a little bit of chicken salad yesterday. So when we get rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club, Mom will pick it and put it in containers. And so a lot of times what she'll do is, depending on the size of the container, this way we can use it to make soups or chicken enchiladas or chicken salad or whatever, right? And so I had a container of frozen chicken pieces, right? Took it out, let it thaw, cut it up, made chicken salad. Good thing, right? And so I made some of that. So that's low carb. I think the only thing that has any kind of carb in it is the red pepper, the red bell pepper that I cut up in it, and it's so minimal. It is a complex carb, so I'm not worried about that. I'm not trying to lower my carbs, but I am trying to keep my blood sugar level. So I am eating carbs, but I'm trying to keep my blood sugar level. So if I'm hungry and I need to, bring that number down, I can have just some chicken salad without bread or crackers or whatever. Or if I'm pretty level, then I can have it on bread or with crackers. I like it with crackers. It's really yummy. It's super easy to do it that way. So I made some chicken salad yesterday. Day before, I put some meatballs in the oven. And so I have a few of those left. So that's almost all, like each meatball has like one carb in it. And then, so I've got some meat that I can eat today, which I'm really glad about. But, okay, Frank is going to have to do the cooking. Yeah. Oh, Catherine. Catherine says, oh boy, did I count wrong. Oh, my Lanta. Does that mean you have to like hurry up and get everything together? I have to get some things together. I do. So, oh, my Lanta. Okay, so I need to finish this. I would really, really, really like, by last Sunday is when I wanted to have this bed scarf, the bed runner, finished. So I really, really want to have it finished by this Sunday because I need to get some other things going. I do. I have a couple different other ones that I need to get going, and oh boy. Anyway, I'm not going to stress. So, yeah, 48 days until I get to see some YAAYYY crochet friends. And we're going to be going live several times throughout the week and sharing different things. And so I am super, super excited about that. We'll also be doing a live on Naomi's channel. I think she's bringing her. Are you bringing your laptop, Naomi? Or however you do your lives, so that we can do that as well. Because, yeah, because we can definitely get that going. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how we'll do it. I have no idea how we'll do it. But we'll work it out. Mulberry, right? It wasn't blackberry. I kept saying blackberry, but mulberry is the colorway. So let me just put it out there in the universe. If anybody has a colorway mulberry, and what was it? Was it a Karen? I wonder if you should. Yes, the answer is yes. So Catherine, if you want to try a live, do one where you're sitting at your desk in your craft room, and chat, chat, chat away. Yes. Okay. Yes, definitely. Oh, do you? Nisi says, I have a couple of whips that I feel like I will never get done. They will, but it feels like it's taking me forever, right? What is it with that? Some of them just drag and drag and drag. And wow. Yeah. It's because, you know why? Because we have too many tabs open. Like our computer tabs are like open with a million projects that we want to do and things that we want to finish and things that we're currently working on with a deadline and all of this stuff. Oh, let me show you really quick. I don't know if we're going overtime or not. Oh no, we're good. We're still under an hour, so let me show you really quick. I have to look this up. So it is okay. Inspirations. Okay, and it is okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay. Let me show you. Ah. Tanya says, can we do it? Yes, we can. Don't stress, one thing at a time. Okay. Oh, good. You have leftover chili from yesterday. You're going to eat that. That's good. One thing that you don't have to worry about. One thing that you don't have to worry about. Okay, so let me show you this right here. So this is what I'm thinking about making for Christmas ornaments. They're Christmas ornament mushrooms. I don't know how you feel about that. I really liked it last night when I was looking. I was like, oh, let me look. And I found this. So I'm thinking that I could make these mushrooms in lots of different colors. I could do purple, red, blue, green, teal, um, mm, pink. I don't think yellow, maybe a gold. I don't know. Maybe different shades of purples and different shades of greens. I don't know, but it's what I'm thinking. So, what do you think about that? Because I kind of want to just do, I don't want to do a whole lot of them. And I'm kind of into mushrooms right at the moment. I don't know. What do you think? Last year I did the mittens and the stockings and the little mini beanies. I did those minis for the tree, and I still have plenty of those. I gave them away. So I gave them out to all of my, the healthcare workers that come in to help take care of my dad. And then the healthcare workers that were taking care of me at, when I was getting the iron infusions, I took them there, just different places. And everybody seemed to love them and they chose their favorite one. But this year I'm thinking if I can just perfect these little mushrooms and I can just whip them out, all different colors and do it that way. What do you think about that? The other thing that I could do would be to make you were picking chicken? Oh yeah. Tanya, I love it. So I mean, I don't know. The other thing that I could do is let me stop sharing, would be Christmas lights. So I do have a tutorial on my channel for Christmas lights, and it's really easy. It's a simple thing to do. So I might do that. I do like those mushrooms though. But I think if I make some mushrooms, maybe I'll just keep them for myself and maybe I'll make some Christmas lights for other people. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. And then I was going to make the pickles, but then I thought, I don't want to make that many pickles. They weren't that hard to make, but I just don't want to make that many pickles. I don't know. So I'm still thinking, but I need to get going because September I need to start making whatever ornament I'm going to make. I need to make it. Yeah, I need to make it. So anyway, well, friends, it has been an hour of pure fun. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, you know what? I didn't even do any of the so today, there's only 2 for today. It's today is National Creamsicle Day, and that's that really lovely orange popsicle with the creamy vanilla ice cream on the inside. Delish. Love it. I love those flavors together. And so that is today. So if you like that popsicle, today's your day. Go out and get one. And then the other thing is National Navajo Code Talkers Day. Now, this I found very, very interesting because here we go. In World War II, Navajo Native Americans brought their unique abilities to the World War II effort. And so code talkers were instrumental during World War II. But even before that, the United States used Native American language in their coded messages before. During World War I, the Choctaw tribe's language was called upon to relate coded messages. So I really think it's just amazing. Initially, there were 29 code talkers, including Charlie Sosie Begay, Roy Begay, Samuel Begay, Eugene Crawford, Oscar Ithma, Lloyd Oliver, to name a few. However, that number would grow. Until 1968, the program remained classified. At that time, the United States presented the original 29 Navajo code talkers with Congressional Gold medals. Additionally, the remaining Navajo code talkers were presented with Congressional Silver medals. So the first 29 were given gold medals, and then all of the rest were given silver medals. And I just find this really fascinating. And in 1982, President Ronald Reagan proclaimed National Navajo Code Talkers Day to recognize all tribes for their contributions during the war. In his address, Reagan recognized other tribal nations for their contributions to war efforts, mentioning the Choctaw, Chippewa, Creek, and Sioux by name. So I just find that fascinating. And it's a little bit of history that I was not aware of. And so today is the day that we remember that. So I thought that that was really, really neat. Really neat. Let's see. Patty, hello. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to see you. And we are just getting ready to say goodbye. So Carl says, hey, he looks a little down, but he's actually just like looking over my shoulder at my shark, which is right here because I didn't have room on my table for the shark and also for the other things that I wanted to show you today. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. Have a happy Friday. And, you know, enjoy your weekend. I hope to see you on Sunday on Naomi's channel, Aloha Crochet with Naomi. And Tanya, Catherine, Naomi, and I will be on Sunday on Naomi's channel from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope to see you then. And until then, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And